This video today is sponsored by PlayVig, which is a 100% free-to-play platform that offers PC gamers of all skill level the opportunity to win coins which can be exchanged for prizes like cash, gift cards, and gaming equipment simply by playing popular games like Fortnite and many more. The way it works is simple. It's a downloadable app which runs during gameplay but doesn't cause lag or FPS drops. All you have to do is watch a quick ad before you play, which is your entry to a contest. There are various different contest types including quests, daily and weekend leaderboards, multiplayer knockouts, and 24/7 jackpot quests. Be sure to check it out with the link down in the description below. Hey, what is going on, guys? In this video today, we're going to be discussing one of the most interesting Fortnite controversies that I can ever remember. As I'm sure you guys know, at the beginning of the new season, Fortnite added bots into all regular Battle Royale game modes. This was something that was announced a few weeks before it was actually done, so it's not like it was a total surprise, but let's just say that the bots didn't end up being what a lot of people were expecting. And some people believe that these bots are actually having a significantly negative impact on the game as a whole. So without further ado, let's get into more detail about that. So I don't know about you guys, but when it was first announced that bots were going to be added into regular games, here's basically what I was envisioning. In lower skill level games, there would be a couple bots in each match that allow the real players in the game to pick up a few easy kills, which makes them enjoy the game more, and therefore results in them playing the game more and improving over time. It actually makes a lot of sense, and I think it's one of the smarter examples of outside-the-box thinking that we've ever seen from Fortnite. But another thing regarding bots that I was pretty sure of was that as you increased in skill, the games you got put into would have less and less bots until eventually there were none at all. I thought this made a lot of sense with skill-based matchmaking, because it just seemed kinda weird to have clueless bots running around in a lobby full of top-level players. But so far, I can assure you that definitely isn't the case. The gameplay that you guys are watching in the background right now is a squad's gameplay from a few days ago, where I get something like 21 or 22 kills. And I'm not watching the footage as I'm recording this, so maybe you've already seen it, but in the gameplay, the majority of something like my first 8 to 10 kills are on players that I'm about 99% sure were bots. Now, I don't say this to brag, it's just to get a point across, but I'm a player that's top 80 in the entire world for lifetime kills in Fortnite. I've played this game a ridiculous amount, I consider myself pretty good, and even the teammates I'm playing with are all at least average at the game. And it's not like maybe we just got lucky and snuck into some low-level skill lobby somehow. You'll even see that the last few fights in this video are against organized squads full of players who are clearly pretty good at the game. And I'm definitely not the only person who's experienced this weird phenomenon. A few days ago, I stumbled upon a tweet by a Fortnite pro named Svenios where he says, "The number of actual bots is concerning and not good for the game in its current state." I just ended up playing for about 3 hours straight with Vikkstar, and we ended up running into probably about 60% actual robots. Not bad players, robots. And I'm sure that a decent amount of you guys watching this video have experienced something similar at certain times in Chapter 2 as well. But the question I bet a lot of you guys are probably wondering at this point is, why is that a problem? I mean, if the bots are just free kills for everybody and it makes people feel better about themselves, well then, what's the harm in them? And I do totally understand that viewpoint, but it's also not really that simple. One of the biggest problems with the bots right now is the fact that they actually drop a ridiculous amount of loot, especially materials. Maybe not so much in the very beginning of games because they haven't had a ton of time to farm up, but the bots that I kill towards the middle of matches usually drop around 400 to maybe 700 materials each. So if you run into a full 3 or 4-man team of bots, it could be like getting gifted 2 free llamas worth of materials. And that's only focusing on mats. They also drop a good amount of normal loot, which means your weapons, inventory, and ammo get upgraded as well. Fortnite made a few really good changes at the beginning of this season that reduced the overall amount of RNG in the game. But as long as bots continue running around giving out insane loot, it pretty much adds back all the RNG that they removed. I've had games where I only had 300 or 400 mats in squads, so if I ran into a normal team, I would have almost definitely died. And it would have been a well-deserved death because I didn't do a good job of getting enough materials. But then, I got lucky enough to run into a full team of bots, and without taking any damage, I went from 300 or 400 mats to 2,000 or 3,000. Another negative consequence of the current state of bots is that it makes the amount of kills you get in a game feel less meaningful. I'll admit that some people may not really care at all about this, but I also know that a lot of players kinda measure their skill by the amount of kills they get in games. I mean, it's fun to try to get 10 plus kill games or break whatever your own personal kill record is. However, if your personal kill record is, say, 14 kills, and you get a 15 kill game, but 8 of those kills end up being on bots, it definitely takes away a lot of the pride and significance of what you did in that game. I've already seen a good amount of comments on some of my Chapter 2 videos that go something like this. Dude, you killed so many bots in this gameplay that it really isn't impressive. Anybody could have done that. And to a certain extent, I actually kinda do agree with that, but at the same time, I'm running into bots pretty much every single game I play, so killing them is kinda unavoidable. It doesn't matter if I'm playing solos, duos, or squads, I've run into bots in every single game mode except for Arena. It's funny because just yesterday there was a $20,000 tournament hosted by Nick at 30 where 2 teams of 2 would go into public match squads and whichever team ended up getting more total kills would win. As I was watching various streams of the players in the tournament, there was so much complaining by both the players and the viewers that these games were being decided simply by who got lucky enough to run into more bots. And I just know there's going to be a controversy sometime in the near future where a player breaks some kind of solo squad's kill record or something, and everybody ends up complaining because 20 of the guy's 45 kills were on bots. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I don't want to make it seem like I'm totally against bots because that's not true at all. They help certain players enjoy the game more, and I've also heard that they serve a secondary purpose of filling up matches when there aren't enough players, and that obviously helps games start quicker and keeps queue times down. That probably explains why it seems like some games have way more bots in them than other games. But I also think that the current state of bots could also easily be improved. I think the simplest and most obvious solution here is to just tone down the amount of loot that the bots actually drop when you kill them. Getting 500 plus mats from killing a single bot is just insane, and it literally single-handedly changes games. However, if that were to be toned down to maybe 100 or 200 mats, it still makes killing them worth your time, but it also doesn't add this crazy aspect of RNG into games. And even though Fortnite stated in their initial blog about bots that as your skill level increased, you'd start to see less and less of them, I don't think that's actually working as intended right now. Again, maybe it has something to do with bots being needed in these higher skill lobbies to actually fill them up and prevent them from having ridiculous queue times, but there's gotta be some kind of better solution here. It just doesn't make sense to throw a ton of hopeless bots into lobbies filled with really good Fortnite players. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you watched the entire thing, be sure to let me know with a comment down the comment section below. What do you guys think about the current state of bots in Fortnite right now? Are there some problems that need to be fixed with them, or do you think they're fine the way they currently are? Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do whatever the heck you want, and I will catch you guys next time.